Uganda, enlightenment on your hands always.
498 of last year. The charge is Uganda versus Wejuli Joseph Stanley, male adult aged 48 years old, Mugwe by tribe, businessman / politician, and resident of Bulumbi Village, Namugodi Town Council in Busia district. Statement of offense: publishing fake news contrary to regulation 110E of the Communication Licensing Regulation, statutory instrument number 95 of 2019. In the particulars, it is alleged that you, the accused, on the 2nd day of April 2025, Busia town in Busia district, via WhatsApp account, Samyabugwe North constituency, accessed through telecommunication platform of MTN Uganda Limited, using SIM card number 0774 271 770, published a news story wherein you stated that you had landed on plans by Honorable Minister Mulimba John of beating and killing people with acid at the peak of these campaigns, or at the peak of the campaign? I think
those are the words used, so they are in the same.
Okay, at the peak of these campaigns, most of his plans aim at causing impunity to our people, whereas not. Have you understood the charge?
For us to mobilize his sureties and be able to ventilate their people. So on the matter you have just terminated. And when you look at the particulars, the date of the offense and the charge sheet in the proceedings you have just terminated are the same, relating to the same person. And
the landlord's hate speech, the date is 2nd day of April 2025.
And the particulars as put in the charge sheet are reciprocal of what you've just terminated, only that they have chosen to proceed into or through another law. We also wish to bring it to attention of court that the Constitutional Court in the case of Charles Onyango Bob has clearly and spoken to the effect that the offense of publishing false news no longer stands. Still, in the authority of digital, it has been preferred that offenses that relate to public speech should be preferred under civil proceedings.
Did that case of Charles Onyango Ogo, that was an only case that came from the Constitutional Court a while ago. The law that is being the statement of offense is a statutory instrument made in 2019. So how do we relate the two?
Worship, it is a question that you cannot legislate for.
Okay, so what I'm asking, did the Constitutional Court in that case of Charles Onyango Bob refer to this statutory instrument which was made in 2019?
It's a letter statute, but it's a principle of legislation that you cannot make a law that undoes what court has decided.
Okay, then I think the most appropriate you can do is to proceed under Article 137.
Much obliged, Your Worship.
and proceed to the constitutional court.
Much obliged, Your Worship.
But you make the application, I'm not going to make the reference.
Much obliged, Your Worship.
Yes. And you ask the constitutional court to interpret under Article 137 whether this is constitutional.
Much obliged, Your Worship.
Yes.
But our other prayers still stand. So,
Otherwise, in as far as this court is concerned, we will wait and hear the evidence.
much obliged.
If the constitutional court calls for the files and or you make that application successfully and this court feels that yes, the matter can be referred under Article 137 to the constitutional court, then so be it.
Much obliged.
Okay, so state, the defense has made an application for stay. For standover.
Application. He was not bringing it to the consent of the court. It wasn't a formal application.
No. A standover.
Stand over. Praise the Worship.
Okay, I was referring to the application, because to the stairs to Charles Onyango case was referred to.
Yeah, because if that authority of Charles Onyango Obo specifically pointed to this regulation, then this court, in my view, can go ahead and terminate proceedings. But I'm aware of that case. It was long before. I think that was the time when the Constitutional Court was just beginning to do its work. One of those first cases, PKS Mogerere and the rest. Yes. Yeah, Councillor, I think you were already active then. For us, we were probably still in primary schools by the time those cases were being done by the Constitutional Court. So you have the leverage to move under Article 137, you make your application. If we find it appropriate, we'll refer the file for interpretation. The other option that you have is just to go and file a petition in the Constitutional Court, and they will call for this file. Or ask for stay pending the disposal of the matter in the Constitutional Court. So you have all the leverage. So I'm going to stand over this matter. All right.